Absolutely. I think it's a lot. I think everyone was in shock at first, and there's almost like these phases that people go through. And to me, anyway, it feels like things are just accepting. People are starting to settle down a little bit and find their feet with it all. You know, what I find interesting, though, Tom, is with this is like, you know, being able to let go of that fear, because there's still so much around in terms of the media, the input, the very things that which you choose to like focus on. And there's certainly a sense of losing control. Like, I think that's one of the greatest fears, right? That we lose control.
Oh, yes. Control is the big thing. Yeah. Control is
huge, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very big fear, losing control. And that's an ego and fear went to control. They feel if they can control things, they can make things come out good for them. And that is a big one. Why do people want money? Because money produces power. Why do people want power? Because power produces control. At the root of it, you know, control is the real big issue. But like I say, you have to learn to just accept it. You don't have control. You're not in control. Let life happen however it happens. Be smart with it. Don't be stupid. You know, be smart, but let it unwind however it unwinds, and then just deal with it.
Do you think that's why we have such a need sometimes to be constantly checking and hearing different people's theories and information, and that can even be driving the fear response, because that gives us a sense of control in the first place? Yeah. Why we do that?
I think that's some of it. I mean, it's good to stay informed.
Yeah,
it's good to learn what you can learn, but you don't want to be obsessed with it. Obsession comes from fear. You know, you don't want to have to look at everything. And as you read stuff that's basically just fear, which means a lot of the stuff that's on there, you know, most in the media, fear-driven content is probably, you know, 80, 90%, because fear sells. The media is not really in the business anymore of providing information. It's in the business of providing entertainment. And anything that grabs your emotions, anything that particularly is fearful, that's good business. People will read that. It'll be the article or the post that was most read. You know, this post has, you know, 500,000 views. This newspaper, you know, sold out and did another run because they have, what do we call it? Stuff that triggers emotional reactions to it. And the emotional reaction that's easiest to trigger is fear. That's the simple one. So that's the easy one. That's the one gets triggered most. And people will read that because somehow they feel that if they know everything about it, they'll be safer. Well, yes, stay informed, but you don't need to read what everybody says about it. You know, all that's opinion. You ought to stay informed with facts. Opinions, a little bit of that goes a long way. You know, you can read an opinion here or there just to amuse yourself, but to sit there hour after hour reading about people's opinions is just a waste of your time. Better to go do anything else other than that.
And everyone's opinion is amplified now because of the internet. You know, it's so easy to get pulled down into different rabbit holes consistently, you know. And
that's another thing people need to learn, and maybe this would be a good time, is to separate opinion from fact. You know, that's called critical thinking. And some critical thinking skills would be really good. You know, look at the stuff you're reading and say, how critical is that to me making the choices I need to make? And if the answer is it's not critical at all, then let it go. You don't need to spend all your time wringing your hands and building up anxiety that's suppressing your immune system, making it easier for you to catch this thing. You know, just let it go. Find a couple of sources on the internet where you can get the facts of what's going on, and stop all the little stories, all the opinions. And a lot of people offer their opinions as facts. And of course, anything that happens these days, there's at least a few hundred conspiracy theorists that will jump on board to come up with some wild story that makes it the whole thing's a conspiracy of some sort. So you have that's fear-based. It's all fear-mongering, because fear gets attention.